Well, you had 3 kids outside your marriage?
4.
4 kids outside your marriage.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to hand it to your wife by sticking with you during 4 kids. I mean, most
No
women
question.
wouldn't take 1 kid. She stood through 4. Wasn't there a situation with a girl that you were messing with started posting pictures of you two together on Twitter or something like that?
No, they posted a picture when I was asleep. Yeah, so I mean, she actually sent it to her.
Mm.
Yeah, so and you know, it was something I'm not proud of, and you know, it's something that I vowed to never put myself in that situation again, and I apologized to her like a million times, and I know how bad it hurt her. So that's why I say I understood. I was very understanding to her feelings, to how she reacted, and it sent me spiraling.
Was that picture the final straw, or was it the kids outside the marriage?
The picture.
Mm.
The picture was the final straw because she was, we was having our issues, but I mean, we were willing to kind of try to work it out at that time. And that happened. So that kind of pushed her over the edge, and she was like, I can't do it no more.
Yeah. Well, and you guys have a son, Ihmir Smith, who's playing in Europe right now.
My son with my wife is Cameron.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My
Ihmir is he's my other son.
Okay.
And he's playing, he was overseas for 3 years. He's back in the States now. He played in slam ball this summer. If anybody's familiar with slam ball out there, he was on the Slashers. He played on slam ball, and he's just enjoying himself, man, with the game of basketball and loving what he's doing.
Well, during the course of your career, you made $61 million.
Mm-hmm.
And you've said that after taxes and fees from agents and so forth, it netted to about $18 million.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about this, how when you would go and get traded from city to city, you would actually buy a house in that city, and then you'd have to sell the house after you got traded?
No, I wouldn't buy, not in every city. I bought a house I bought my mom's house in Virginia, bought a house in the Bay, and I bought a house in Milwaukee. The other places, I was only there for short periods of time, so I was just staying in a hotel, or if I did find a place, it was just an apartment or something to rent. But those are 3 houses that I bought and lost a lot of money trying to get them off my hands. So that's where the issue came in on the other end too. I didn't make anything off the houses once I had to sell them.
Right. And I guess you had a Bentley, 2 Range Rovers, a Corvette.
2 Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the costly divorce on top of all that.
That's what really cost me. I laugh about it now, but that's what really cost me, the divorce. Left me with not much at all. So that's where the bulk of my retirement money went, right there in the divorce.
How much that divorce cost you?
Over half of what I had. And I want to say close to 3 million. 3 million, close to that. And left me with a lot less than that.
Right, because you ended up $157,000 in debt after all the dust settled?
Right. And that's we had a place in Vegas that we, actually I forgot about that place. Yeah, we had, at the Signature Hotel in Vegas, we had 2 places on the 38th floor, 2 suites up there that we bought. And we really lost out on that when we got rid of it. So that was most of that 100 plus thousand.
Yeah, I mean, I always would tell people, I just recently bought a house, but for all of these years I've been making money, I was just renting.
Right.
Rent a house, because I'm like,
Right.
I'm not quite sure where I'm going to be. The housing market is not all it's cracked up to be.
Right.
People think that,
Fluctuates.
there's only so much land in the world. Every house makes money. No, it's not true. I've lost
Yep.
money on
That's
selling
not true
homes,
at all.
or I've broken even at best.
Right.
I've never made money off real estate, to be honest.
Right.
And I'm on my third property now. I've never made money, and I knew with this new house, it's not an investment. It's just a place to live.
Right. So it's home now.
It's just home. Exactly. So, I mean, it sounds crazy from the outside looking in, but as someone who actually has money, I'm like, no, this actually makes sense. What he went through, like anyone could have gone through these situations between a divorce, all the taxes you got to pay, selling homes that you lose money on, a bunch of cars that you lose money on when you finally get rid of them.
Exactly. Yep.
And just living your life and, being an NBA star and balling out here and there. Like, yeah, it could all be gone very quickly.
Very quickly. Very quickly.
Yeah.
And that's something that, that's something that you're, as a 19, 20-year-old, you're not expecting. Like you said, when you're that young, you're thinking it's just going to keep going and keep lasting forever. But to all the future NBA, NFL players out there, man, just know that you have to be aware and watch every dime, every nickel, every penny.
No, absolutely. I mean, I interviewed Andre Rison. He lost it all.
Right.
And so if you're getting it, you're going to spend it. Black people wasn't taught how to save money. They said 40 acres and a mule, but what we forgot is that we were the mule, and the 40 acres is every step that you take towards it. And so I've never had nothing in life. And so that's why I've given away $6 million just to people, just to help from houses. I've purchased Velad.
Ended up on ESPN 30 for 30 broke,
right.
which I used to rewatch because I've went broke before. I had a bunch of money and then the .com crash happened. My company got wiped out and then boom.
Right.
I'm sleeping on couches, instead of living in the Oakland Hills where I was, a year previous. Like, yeah, no, I get it, man. I get it.
I'm not Hills?
Yeah, I had a house in Montclair actually at one point.
Oh, really? Oh, okay,
yeah.
I was up.
Yeah, I grew up in the Bay.
I was up in the hills too. I was up by the high school up there, by Gary's house.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to Gary Payton. I've interviewed him as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Bay Area legend right there.
Yes, that's indeed.